What up, y'all? And welcome back to the channel, Dap Universal. I'm Dap. So, coming back at you with another pick a card reading, and today we're doing What's the Tea? Different from What's the Gossip I do on this channel. The tea is the truth. The tea is like no shade. It ain't what they taught. It's not what they saying about you. It's literally what's going on in your situation right now, and basically looking at the good, the bad, and everything in between. But I didn't want this to be too much of like a in-depth reading. So there's only two piles, but we are gonna, kind of go in. I don't know where we're going, but we're gonna go in. You're gonna be picking between two piles today. Pile number one is gonna be the hot tea, and pile number two is gonna be the Long Island iced tea. Like, pick whichever one you're drawn to, a hot tea or a hot toddy. Well, I guess it's not really a hot toddy. It's just alcohol. It's just liquor. Y'all know what a Long Island iced tea is? It's everything. It's gin, it's vodka, it's rum. It is though. It's tequila and some sour mix and a splash of Coke. That's it. You're basically drinking straight up alcohol. But no judgment here. Pick which one you're drawn to. If you don't like tea at all, if tea is just not your thing, whether it's Long Island or hot or iced or whatever, I added the zodiac signs at the bottom just to kind of help you out if you want to be drawn to that instead. You don't have to be. This isn't a zodiac reading, but I just thought I'd help you out since we only had two piles. But yeah, I just want to say like and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. If you are not new here, welcome back. And like the video. Thank y'all so much for the support. I appreciate y'all. I hope the messages do resonate as always. But yeah, check the timestamps below for your actual reading. And of course, if you want to check out any of the decks that I'm using, I'll try to remember to put them in the description below. If you want to book a personal reading, you can. Donations are not mandatory or even expected, but if this hits and you want to leave a little tip, I'll have my little CashApp on the screen. But yeah, see you at your reading. Bye for now. What up, pile number one? If you chose the hot tea, welcome to your reading on What's the Tea? So the tea is all about the truth. It's not the gossip. We ain't worried about what they saying about you out in these streets this time. We worried about what's going on in your real actual life. Okay? So the tea is the truth. No shade is what it is. And so by the way, this is definitely gonna resonate if you are what did I say? A Virgo, Aries, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Cancer. You don't have to be. This isn't a zodiac reading, but I did want to add those there for you. And they were chosen quite randomly. But we're going to be looking at, say, your tarot cards first. Just kind of let you know how we laid it out. The cards at the top, that's the Astro Matrix tarot deck. I love that deck. The Astro Matrix app is where I met my mentors, where I learned everything I know about astrology. It's a very, very in-depth app. It's free. Download it. Also, with the cards you see at the bottom, we're gonna be dealing with say the shadow aspect of what's going on, which is just say we're gonna look at the positive and negative. So you can look at more so the negative or the as below with the vice versa tarot, which is a really cool deck. It has a front and a back. It gives you two perspectives of the same scene, and it's really interesting. That's one of my favorite decks. And the card on the side is going to represent maybe you and your grounded self, just what it is. And that's going to be represented by the Aquarian Tarot. The Aquarian Tarot, because I'm an Aquarius. But let's get into it, shall we? So I want to start off with, the Hierophant card. So it's y'all are very dedicated to something right now. It's I feel like you're trying to commit to something. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it doesn't have to be, but it's saying you're putting in the work, you're trying to manifest something, you're trying to bring something in. I see all these ones. You have the Magician, which is number one. You have the Ten of Wands twice. Both of those, all these cards are one in numerology, which represents manifestation, creation. It's going after what you want and getting it. It's asserting yourself. It's new beginnings. But there's a difference between the 1 and the 10 for me. so to speak. There's no 0 in numerology, but 10 still carries a different energy than number 1 does for me. Number 1, they're very similar, but number 1 is about that initial, like, I'm gonna go get it, I'm gonna manifest it, I'm gonna go, work for that thing, bring it to myself. It's very masculine energy. The 10 is more so like the same energy, but at the end of the cycle. It's like once that thing has come in, and like, now what? We normally start thinking about, okay, what's next? What's the next thing we have to get? What's the next thing we have to manifest? The cycle starts over again, right? The cycle starts over again. But seeing a lot of 1s also like kind of made me think of like ego, knowing what you want. It's that masculine energy of like, I have the force, the perseverance, the willpower. So I feel like a lot of this is about maybe for some of y'all getting a job, but it doesn't matter what it is. I can pull some cards to kind of see specifically like what it is for the collective. But this Magician card and the Hierophant definitely speaks of you being committed to making something happen for yourself. What could this be? What's probably number 1 trying to manifest? I see the Ace of Cups. Random, but some of this, for some of y'all, this could be making a baby. Some of y'all want to have a baby. Maybe a couple of y'all. Others, this is like finding love, or finding that thing that really fulfills you. For a few of y'all, this could be practicing some kind of spiritual practice. Like, say, it could be yoga, it could be manifestation itself, working with the moon, trying to learn tarot, divination, getting into magic, spell work, healing. It can be all that stuff, but it's like, for the main thing is about maybe finding some kind of oneness, some kind of joy, some kind of connection to the inner self. Also, I'm getting the Fool card as well. The Magician and the Fool. Both these cards represent something new. Like, say, a new adventure. So that's why I'm like, this could be a baby for some of y'all. This could be a new relationship for some of y'all. Or even if, like, say, something had ended. Because I know I'm saying, like, 1s are about beginnings, but the 10 is the end of the cycle. So it could be about endings as well, as we embrace something new. So this could be like, say, if you let go of somebody, if you cut somebody off because it just wasn't working, too much work, looking at the shit, and it's just not panning out. It's just not it. It could be connecting to yourself, so that way you can embrace like a new start, a new chapter without this person, without this relationship, and have a clean break. I can see that with the Fool and the Ace of Cups. This is all things new, but it's committed to it though. It's committed to it with the Hierophant. I'm getting a message like something about some of y'all may need to lean on your family, or like maybe your loved ones, or people who've always been around, because like for some people, like, y'all may be a little overwhelmed. Like, because I see the 10 of Wands twice. I mean, come on, like, this dude is like struggling carrying all them damn sticks, struggling. But it's like, I like that it comes up in the light attribute, which is the card at the top, and the shadow, because it's saying like, y'all are going to work no matter what. We're going after it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Like, we already knew it was gonna be hard work when we started this shit. But I do see Death in reverse that comes up. Now the warning here is like, if things start to kind of like, if you start finding yourself with some resistance, or having a hard time, like, say, making something happen by just one way that you have in your mind, it's like, be flexible. Have alternative methods of like making this thing happen for yourself. Like, it's like, if you keep getting roadblock after roadblock, or like block after block, it's like, it's not that it's not meant for you. Maybe it just means that the way you're going about it isn't right, or the intentions behind it isn't right. It's like, check yourself, because some of y'all may find like some like yourselves jumping through hoops trying to get over something, or maybe something that's just really hard to kind of get over, especially if it's like a relationship or a job or something like that. Like, say, if there was an ending and you're trying to get over that, and it wasn't your choice to end it or something, it's like, let yourself grieve whatever it is. Like, you can grieve and like have a moment to appreciate whatever it is that you lost, or like, like, respectfully. But it's like, trying to get over something, or trying to just like push past without like really letting yourself go through, like, say, the emotions of that thing that you cared about that you may not have anymore. It's like, it's you can't necessarily like jump into something completely new wholeheartedly and like be if you're not ready. It's like take a moment, acknowledge that thing. It's like even if you're leaving like the relationship and that person was an asshole, you were genuine. You love that person. No matter how they felt about you, it's like it's okay to miss somebody. It's okay to mourn a relationship. It's okay to grieve something, even though they were assholes or like whatever. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you stupid. It's like, let yourself feel whatever that is. You can't control your feelings. All you can control is your reactions and stuff, but you cannot control your feelings. So let yourself just feel it. It's okay. It meant something to you. Like, let that be worth something, Now the shadow side, we do have the 10 of Wands twice. The 9 of Swords wants to come up in reverse. And this is like saying, don't keep carrying all the sticks. Don't keep carrying all the weight. If you feel like you have anxiety, if you feel like you just can't move anymore, it's like, don't try to just push through it. It's like, ask for help. Take a minute, take a breather. Like, change. Like, it's okay to try to get your mind off of it for a minute if it's just overwhelming to you, or ask for help or reach out or whatever you need to do, because it's like working through your issues is not just pushing through it. Like, allow yourself to feel all these emotions because they're valuable. That's where the lesson lies. That's how we actually get over the stuff. And it hurts like hell, but it's like, it's part of the karma. It's like whatever happened, it's like we have to face whatever happened. If we don't, then we just remain stuck in that same place, or we end up dragging that toxic shit or that baggage into the next relationship or into the next thing, that new thing they're trying to manifest, and then we fuck that up too. So it's like we have to deal with our stuff as before we can completely move on. And there's no time limit to that. Don't rush yourself. There's no time limit to that. There's no race. It's like healing. There's no right or wrong way to heal from something. There's no pamphlet for this shit. Like, I mean, I guess there are pamphlets for this stuff, but like, you know what I mean. It's unique for everybody. Put yourself where you fit in. But because it's gonna take time. Think about it. We're going from the number 1 all the way to a 10. That's everything in between, right? That's 2, 3, 4. It's like in numerology, like all the numbers, every number is like an accumulation of what came before it. So 10 is an accumulation of 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 9. So it's like, it's a whole journey. This is a whole journey from start to finish. So it's like saying, expect this to be not just a challenge, but take time. And the 7 of Pentacles is just talking about patience. It's like when there's nothing you can do, but like sometimes just like add that element of like time to it. Like, it's like, it's just what it is. Some things it just takes time. They say some heals just take some things just take time to heal or whatever. It's true. And it's like, and it may not be in the time that you want it to be. It may not be in the time that you think is most convenient. It's like, just let it happen. And there's a truth to something as well. It's like, and don't think that that the day that you don't feel anything when you think about this situation that you have to like let go of, or the thing that jump started this inspiration for you to start something new. Because a lot of times when we push ourselves to really go hard for something, it's probably because we had to let something go, or we got a swift kick in the ass. So I'm assuming that's probably what happened. But like don't assume that hard time that you're going through or went through, like, say, when you think back on it and you don't feel anything at all, that's when you're healed. Like, no, there's situations that I've gone through. There are people that I've broken up with 10 years ago. And like, if I think about that person in the situation, sometimes randomly, I'll still feel something. Like, I still feel a certain type of way. And that's normal. Like, if it hurt, if it was really hurtful, it's never gonna not hurt. If you love that person, you're never gonna not really miss them. It's like, that's always gonna be there. But I think we're completely healed from it or moved on from it whenever we can acknowledge that pain or acknowledge what we went through and not have it really control what we do next. It doesn't influence us so much to like we can't move. We're not afraid to get to trust people or get into that next relationship, or we're not afraid to put ourselves back out there and try our luck at success again. It doesn't prevent us from living our truth in our life, but it's always gonna sting a little bit. It's always gonna make you feel something. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a lesson. But shit, that's all I really got. I'm gonna pull some of these moon cards and life lessons cards. Let's see what comes up for extra confirmation. Oh, 27, spiritual partnerships. Lean on those people who value you, who you trust. This isn't a time to be alone. This isn't a time to just try to do everything by yourself. That's another message of the Ten of Wands. You don't have to carry all these sticks alone, by the way. That's a choice. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. The lesson of grief. All right, what's this? And number 26, love partnerships. For a lot of you, this could be a breakup. I'm just gonna say it. Just gonna say it. I want a moon card. Let's do one more. We'll do moon card. Now I'll close that. All right, here's one. Full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. Breathe through the tension. That's where the transformation happens. Scorpio is all about transformation. Sound off in the comments and let me know if this resonated, how this resonated. I love to read y'all stories. But until next time, guys, remember this, okay? If you don't remember nothing else, remember this. If you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings and all we do. Bye. What up, pal number 2? If you chose the Long Island iced tea, you an alcoholic. I'm just playing. Welcome to your reading on What's the Tea? And just to clarify again, the tea is not what's the gossip. The tea is what's the objective truth. Like, what is the truth? No shade. All tea. Like, this is what it is. It's a message about maybe what you're going through, the light aspect of it, which is represented by the Astro Matrix Tarot deck. Which is the Astro Matrix company is an app. It's an app that does all things astrology. They do have a tarot deck now, but I downloaded that app back in 2020. That's where I met my mentor. That's where I learned just about everything I know about astrology. It's a very in-depth app and it is free. There's a subscription to it. Like if you want to pay for that, if you want a bunch of different profiles and stuff, but you really don't have to. It was a long time before I paid for it, but it's a really good app. So I do endorse it. I'm not getting paid for that, by the way. And then the shadow aspect of what you're going through, the truth, is going to be represented by the vice versa deck. And I love this deck too because it shows the same scene in just different sides from different perspectives. So it's a really cool deck, one of my favorites. And then the main energy we're going to be looking at is going to be this one card to the side, which is the Aquarian Tarot, because your boy's on Aquarius. Aqua. Ha. But we're just gonna get into it. This is just What's the Tea? Just a little message for you about what's going on. Also, by the way, this could really resonate if you are the sign Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn, Libra, Sagittarius, or Gemini. Don't have to be, but I did leave those there for you in case you wanted to look at that to pick your piles. But just repeating those in case you needed to know that. But starting off with the main energy, which is the Two of Wands. So this is about making plans, looking out and seeing a bright future, feeling confident in that as well. It's feeling confident that you are gonna get what you deserve. This reading for me is about balance. I see the 6, I see the 9 mirroring the 6 and 9. If you look at the 6 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups, right there on top of each other, it's as above, so below. It's very much giving me that. It's interesting. And with the Two of Wands and the 6 and 2s are all about balance, very much so. It's very cool to see that because the Two of Wands is about having the inspiration to go out and get what you want and put in the work. And if we look at that, it's about not just being confident, but it's also about being able to almost kind of foresee or be excited about what could happen next. But it's about something that's very specific. So it's coming up with a very specific plan on how I'm gonna do something. I can see myself starting this thing. It's actually past starting it. It's really interested in what else is there, like how far can we get expand. It's like it's that planning phase. It's like that when you visualizing your manifestation, right? It's when you like feel like you can really it's really possible. I can really do this. Like I'm actually doing the steps. It's like when you want to be a doctor and you're actually in med school at this point. Like, you know, you ain't done, but you are well on your path, right? So it's a really cool feeling, and it's very optimistic. It's very optimistic. Now we do have to balance our expectations with our vision. Like, you know, like what's really possible versus what are maybe my attachments, my expectations. You know, if we get too attached to certain ideas, or have too high of expectations, we only set ourselves up because we can. It's like it's not even saying that you bite off more than you chew. It's more so like you can't really account for all the variables. You can't plan for all the little like details because we live in a world full of, that's ran by free will, from like with what 10 billion people in it. It's like everybody's got their own goals and agendas. So it's like you never know what's gonna happen that could, like, you know, slow yours down, speed it up. It's like you just have to know what you want, have a plan and go get it, but also not be so stuck or rigid in this one way of getting it. So that way you can always kind of, you know, move around, maneuver as you need to, right? Wow. But the light aspect I see is the Six of Pentacles. This is you getting exactly what you put into it. It's like it's being generous. It's like it's helping people along the way. It's not being cutthroat. It's not being selfish. It's not being a shark. It's actually inspiring other people, because it's like as you go further ahead in whatever it is you're trying to do, it's like you're that type of person that will definitely support people who are either with you or behind you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't. It's like this isn't a race. This isn't a competition. It's like my blessings out there. I don't have to sit here and, like, you know, worry if the universe gonna run out of blessings by the time it's my turn. You know, no. The universe is abundance. It's never gonna run out. So there's no reason not to share. There's no reason not to be generous. You know, there is no reason not to be. And another six, the Six of Wands, all this balance. Six of Wands is about, and if you live in that way, like say, because the Six of Pentacles represents the Moon in Taurus. Moon in Taurus, that's somebody. I think it speaks more so about like maybe values than like say material comforts. It definitely can, because Taurus does rule like say the material, like say your money, your abundance. But also it rules, more so importantly, what is it that you value, like your morals, right? What's important to you. So the Six of Wands with the Six of Pentacles can be looked at as if like it's integrity. So if you act with integrity, people will always want to support you. I mean, you're gonna have some jealous ass people every once in a while. Of course, this is how the world is. We got some scallywags out there. But it's like when people can recall and think about, like, say, your path or your journey or how you got to where you are, and it's filled with, like, say, examples of how you not only went after what was yours and unapologetically, you know, claimed it, but also gave back, and you didn't fight dirty. You didn't compromise who you really are or what you really believe in or stand for in order to get that thing. So people will cheer for you even louder. The Six of Wands is the popularity card. It's the fame card. It's like it's like that moment when you are actually seen and cheered for and revered for, like, your accomplishments. Not just accomplish it, but you are literally celebrated for it, you know? So this is like if you are, like, say, looking into, like, your own business, social media, any kind of, like, charity work, anything like that. It's like anything that you feel like you can give back to the world. Baby, this is for you. This is your pal. This is your pal, because it's meant for you. Capricorn energy comes up with the Queen of Pentacles. The other part of the light aspect in this reading is, when I say light aspect, I mean the positive. The Queen of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. She is comfortable. She's earned her right to sit on that throne. But is also ruled by Capricorn. I mean, not Capricorn, by Saturn, which Saturn represents that hard work. It's doing the hard work. No shortcuts. None of that shit. It's like it buckled down, and it was persistent, and it was focused. You know, it didn't come easy. It wasn't quick. But if you stick to it, it's like saying you will be like this Queen of Pentacles and have a lot to show for it. a lot to show for it, and I love that energy, and I love something else that comes up. We're gonna talk about it, but let's look at the shadow aspect. So where could things go wrong? What to look out for? The Nine of Cups comes up, but it's on this side where, like, not the wish side. The Nine of Cups is called the wish card. This is like when the wish gets delivered. Like, here you go. Like, look at your dreams. They just came true. Like the little fairy just dropped it off, right? On the back, this is a little bit different. He already got his cups. He's smug about it. This is actually the smugness. This is like the look at me, I got it, ha ha ha. It's like, it's no longer grateful. It's not very much. It's not that Six of Pentacles, like she's giving the pentacles away. No, he's hoarding all of his cups now. So it's a direct contrast from the Six of Pentacles. It's almost like a mirror image in a sense, because this man ain't giving shit away. It's his, and he feels pompous about it. He feels a little bit arrogant about it. So it's like when you get these flowers, which you will succeed if you put in the work. You will succeed. But the warning here is maybe that's not where it ends. Maybe it's how we deal with success. That's also part of the lesson. Because I do see the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Swords in reverse. Do not let it go to your head. It is a blessing. It is something that, yes, it was for you, and you did make it happen, but not without the help of the universe and other people around you. You didn't do it all by yourself. Nobody can do it all by themselves. Nobody. This is what it is. Somebody supported you in some type of way, financially, emotionally, spiritually, whatever. Acknowledge that, and don't ever let it go to your head, because strength comes up with that, and this is a different idea of strength. And what I was going to say earlier, what I thought was amusing, the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. The Devil in tarot is also Capricorn, which are two very different energies. One's like the doting mother, who is just like, like she's the nurturer, that aspect of Capricorn, or the Devil, the complete materialistic, like very earthbound, addicted, toxic side of Capricorn. They both represent Capricorn. But this is the strength card, by the way. It's not the Devil, but the Devil makes an appearance in this card because I feel like it really is meant to show this this idea of, like, even in the face of, like, say, really hard trials, like the Devil represents the devil within your own, so like your own demon, with your own fears, your own restrictions. It's like, say, even in the face of this, right? The strength does not mean to use force to get through it. No. It's about enduring it. It's about surrendering to it, overcoming it, resisting the urge to even get there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It's like when the temptation comes, it's like having the will and the drive and the strength to tap into something within yourself to not give in, to remain gentle with the beast. But yeah, I do feel like this is just maybe a confirmation that whatever you are setting your sights on, whatever it is that you are trying to do, I feel like for the main theme of this reading, Pile 1 and Pile 2 is like starting new things. If you're watching this when it's filmed, there's a new moon in Scorpio next week. Next week, the 13th, I believe, Monday. And Scorpio moons are all about transformation. The death of one thing for the start of another. Transformation. It's a great time to put it into for anything that could change your life, make it for the better. Release something, surrender one bad thing, one block, one negative thing in your life that you have, because we all have them, and try to replace that one thing with something just a little bit better, a little bit sweeter. But so we're all on this path, we're on this journey of elevating, doing something different, letting something go and embracing something new. But I'm gonna leave that there. I am gonna pull some moon cards and life lessons cards for us. Sound off in the comments, let me know if this resonated and how it resonated. I love reading y'all's comments. We have Blue Moon, believe in the impossible. Impossible things are happening every day. Impossible. Woo. All right, we have Courage. We was talking about that strength card. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. That's exactly what that is. And last but not least, we have Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Bada bing, bada boom. Sound off in the comments. I love you, mean it. Thank y'all for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Like I said, I'm always gonna give you this one little bit of advice in case nothing else resonates. If you don't remember nothing else, just remember this, okay? Just remember this. This is the best advice I can give you. Okay? You ready? If you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings, all we do. Bye. Na, 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 na.